just were not straight with the British people, and they will see through this. You were not straight. The manifesto here, where in this manifesto does it say that the next Labour government is going to increase spending by 74 billion and raise taxes by 40 billion? Because I have looked through it and I can't find it.
Well, you'll know that when I became Chancellor in July, that officials at the Treasury presented me with information that the previous government were overspending to the tune of...
Rachel Reeves thought she was stepping into a routine interview. Instead, she was blindsided by a ruthless interrogation packed with shocking facts. What happened next left the studio, and the viewers, absolutely stunned. Stay tuned, because this story...
£22 billion more than that...
Speaker, the government published its plans for day-to-day spending in the spring budget in March. But when I arrived at the Treasury, on the very first day, I was alerted by officials that this was not how much the previous government expected to spend this year. It wasn't even close. In fact, the total pressures on these budgets across a range of areas was an additional £35 billion. Once you account for the slippage in budgets you usually see over a year, and the reserve of £9 billion designed to respond to genuinely unexpected...
No punches at all unfolded live. In what was supposed to be a standard political Q&A, Rachel Reeves, Labour's shadow chancellor, came prepared to defend her party's economic vision. But the interviewer had different plans. Overlay quote from the interviewer, "Let's not dodge the facts. Under Labour's previous management, the economy suffered setbacks that still haunt working-class families today. Why should voters trust you now?" The audience leaned in. Reeves tried to stay composed, but the tone had been set. The interviewer didn't hold back. Citing official reports and historical data, he grilled Reeves on Labour's past handling of the economy, tax policies, and public spending. Overlay fact, under previous Labour governments, national debt ballooned, and taxes on middle-income families rose sharply. The hits kept coming, allegations that Labour's proposed tax reforms could scare away businesses, concerns that their spending plans didn't add up under scrutiny. Reeves attempted to clarify, emphasizing Labour's new direction, but the interviewer was relentless, cutting through every rehearsed talking point. Rachel Reeves fought back, stressing Labour's renewed commitment to fiscal responsibility. Overlay quote from Reeves, "We have learned from the past. Our policies are fully costed and aimed at building a fairer, stronger economy." But with each answer, the interviewer threw harder punches, demanding exact figures, pointing out inconsistencies, and highlighting Labour's historical baggage. The studio grew tense. This wasn't just an interview, it was an ambush. This confrontation highlighted a broader issue, Labour's ongoing struggle to win back full public trust on economic matters. Despite efforts to rebrand, deep-seated skepticism remains. Political analysts chimed in, suggesting that while Reeves is seen as competent, Labour still faces the monumental task of distancing itself from past financial missteps. Overlay quote from political analyst, "Labour's biggest opponent isn't just the Conservatives, it's their own history." Viewers were divided. Some praised the interviewer for asking the tough questions the public wanted answers to. Others accused him of being overly aggressive and not letting Reeves explain her points fully. Online forums exploded with debate. Was the interview fair? Is Labour ready to handle Britain's economy, or are voters being reminded why they turned away from Labour before? This brutal interview could have lasting effects. Reeves and Labour must now double down on rebuilding their economic credibility, or risk being seen as stuck in the same old patterns. With elections approaching, every interview, every appearance, and every answer will be under the microscope. Final suspenseful remark, will Rachel Reeves bounce back stronger, or has this interview left a permanent crack in Labour's armor? What's your take? Was Rachel Reeves unfairly targeted, or did the interviewer simply reveal the uncomfortable truth? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more explosive political coverage. Stay informed, stay critical, and stay tuned.
Like this video and subscribe my channel for latest political updates.